Lynn, it is a pleasure to meet you, and I'm so glad you made it to the Gary Wong, client appreciation fireworks night. I mean, how did you feel about the fireworks tonight, first of all?
It was very amazing experience.
Yes.
Because I've never been on a cruise while watching like fireworks.
Never been on a cruise?
Like while doing the firework, like all two things together.
Wow. Okay, so it's two first times for you. And on top of that, I mean, Gary is treating you and your family, right? He paid for the whole bill.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Very generous of him. I was very surprised when I received the email.
Yes.
So it was a very, like a heartfelt treat for us.
Very touching.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever heard of any realtors doing such a thing like that?
No way, no.
Well, let's go back in time a little bit. Maybe tell the audience a little bit about, how did you meet Gary? I mean, what's your background? I believe you told me that your mom was the first, you represented your mom, but your mom bought a house through Gary. Can you tell us a bit more about your background? What were some of the challenges?
I moved here 6 years ago.
Yes.
I barely speak any English. Yes. I was afraid to socialize with people.
Yes.
And my mom's been wanting to buy a place, and first place she got was in Richmond. But her primary interest is not Richmond. She wants to move somewhere else. And so we're looking for. I was studying in the States last year until I finished my school last year, and I moved back to Vancouver and starting to look for a place, primary residence.
Right.
So, and
how did you meet Gary?
And I was doing some research online, and I go for usually just the way, because I'm from school, so I approach things by books.
Very academic, right?
Very academic, right?
Just from talking to you, I know that you're a very meticulous person. You're very detailed.
Yes.
So tell me about that. What made you trust Gary?
I read his book, and I found
the book on Vancouver real estate.
Yes. So from the book, I started to see his approach to like real estate, and which is very similar to our approach, because we are all very detail oriented. We like to see the numbers, calculate the numbers, and like be very cautious about the
conservative on your decision making.
Yeah. So that's the reason why we we work so well with him, because we're all very detailed, right?
Yes.
So
you got his book first.
Yeah.
Then what did you do next?
I read his book, and I was like, yes, I'm gonna talk to this guy. I wanna get have deeper conversation, and as soon as we talked, we clicked, and he opened such a bigger picture for us, showing us what's the current stage of the real estate,
the status of the market,
and everything.
Did he rush to get you to make a decision, or what was some of your good experiences with Gary?
He didn't rush us at all. We were trying to sell our place in Richmond, trying to move to downtown, and we're torn between decision of buying a condo or a house.
Yes. And the Vancouver market is very tough, right?
Yeah.
Especially tell the audience, you were looking for a place, I mean, valued about 1.6 million?
Yeah.
Right. Now, I mean, to the average audience, I don't know where they're watching this from around the world, but 1.6 million is not cheap either, but for Vancouver, it's not easy to get into a place like that either. How many people were bidding for that place?
I believe there were 3 people.
3?
Yeah.
Now, I mean, that's a lot. 3 fighting for one.
Yeah.
How did Gary help you in that situation?
Because he asked us for our, he asked us whether we really like this place or not. Like, do we really want this place? And we are really feeling like, oh, this is our place.
This is the dream house.
Yes, we were go as far as I can just to get it, and he helped us through that. The deal was done within 2 days, I believe.
So it's not a money issue, but he was able to negotiate and outbid the other bidder.
Yes.
Wow. So now that you've had that good experience with Gary, what would you say to someone? I mean, and you do speak Mandarin as well too.
Yeah.
If you want to speak in Mandarin, what would you say to someone watching this video about your experience, whether in Mandarin or English, and if they haven't already met Gary, what would you recommend for them to do?
我觉得 Gary 非常擅长于帮你做市场， 它可以在很快的时间内把你的房子卖掉，然后可以在很快的时间内，把你的就是获得最好的，在短时间内争取到最好的机会。所以这个速度是我没有想象得到的。我当时那一套房子，我觉得会最起码会有1个月啊、2个月的时间。但是谁知道在1天里面就卖掉了，所以留给我们很多的机会成本，做别的投资这样子，所以我很受惊讶，这样子。
Wow, thank you so much. So with that being said, enjoy the rest of the cruise. We definitely look forward to seeing you back here again. I know that Gary, when he works with clients, you're treated like family, so you're welcome to the family.
Thank you.
And we will see you in the next video.